Sometimes, the biggest blunders turn out to be the kind of poetic justice that leaves you shaking your head in awe. Take what happened to me, old Jack Ramirez, a retired police chief with 35 years under my belt, just trying to keep busy in my quiet corner of Willow Creek after losing my wife Maria to cancer 2 years back. I'd sold our big house in the suburbs of Sacramento, California, couldn't stand the empty rooms anymore, and picked up this modest bungalow for $220,000. It wasn't much, but it had a sunny backyard where Maria would have spent hours tending her lilacs, the purple ones that bloomed like whispers of hope every spring. That's where I set up my little home safety consulting gig, offering free tips to seniors on locks, alarms, you name it. The sign out front read, Ramirez Safety Solutions, protecting our elders. It gave me purpose, helping folks feel secure in their twilight years. But not everyone saw it that way. Enter Lorraine Whitaker, the newly minted president of our neighborhood association. She lived in the fanciest place on Elm Lane, a sprawling $550,000 McMansion, and lorded it over everyone like she owned the deed to the whole block. Lorraine was fixated on upholding values, but from day one, something about her rubbed me wrong. The way her gaze flicked to my surname on the mailbox, then sized me up like I was an intruder. A week after I put up my sign, she showed up at my door with a stack of papers and a smile as fake as a $3 bill. "Mr. Ramirez," she drawled, enunciating like I might not catch her drift. "I'm sure you weren't aware of our residential guidelines. We strive for a certain uniformity here in Willow Creek. I can help you relocate your venture to a more fitting spot for operations like yours." The emphasis on "like yours" hit like a gut punch, laced with that subtle venom I'd sniffed out 1,000 times on the job. I politely explained it was all above board, but Lorraine wasn't having it. That's when the games began. Complaints poured in, excessive visitors from my 2 or 3 clients a week, mostly frail octogenarians in beat-up sedans needing advice on motion sensors. Then came tickets for noise pollution from my keyboard clacking. Hilarious, if it wasn't so vicious. But the real eye-opener? I overheard her chatting with neighbors about shifts in the area's vibe and the elements these setups draw in. Never outright slurs, but after decades busting crooks, you learn to decode the dog whistles. And when she targeted Maria's lilac bed, calling it exotic foliage clashing with our aesthetic, her tone dripping disdain like it was some foreign invader, that sealed it. This wasn't about rules. It was about who she thought deserved to breathe the same air. Grief had me raw, but it also sharpened my resolve. Staring at Maria's photo on the mantel that night, I knew Lorraine viewed me as an easy mark, a grieving Latino widower in a humble bungalow. Big mistake. I dusted off my old surveillance gear, the same stuff I demoed for clients, and started recording every snide remark, every fabricated gripe. She wanted war? Fine. I'd play the long game, letting her rope dangle longer. Things ramped up fast. Lorraine canvassed doors, whispering about preserving our essence and how certain influences eroded standards. She'd speak extra slow around me, like English was my second language, ironic, since my family's roots in California predated statehood. Neighbors started buying her line, good folks swayed by fear. But Lorraine's masterstroke? She plotted something straight out of a bad thriller. My cameras caught her researching eviction laws in her BMW, then recruiting Chet Langley, a down-on-his-luck actor from the local playhouse. She paid him $600 to pose as a deputy, serve fake papers, and if I balked, she'd dial 911 claiming assault on an officer. All to humiliate me publicly, drive me out. Her logic? Folks, like me, wouldn't challenge authority. The racism was baked in, chilling in its calculations, twisted prejudice into civic duty, demonizing my senior clients as undesirables, dragging down the curb appeal. What she didn't know, I wasn't just any cop. I was a chief. I let her dig deep, gathering ironclad proof of conspiracy. The morning it went down, crisp fall air in October 2024, Chet strutted up in a laughable costume uniform. No squad car, plastic badge gleaming. Lorraine lurked nearby, phone rolling for her victory lap. "Sir, Deputy Langley here with an eviction for unlicensed business," he stammered, shoving phony docs my way. I kept cool, channeling every interrogation I'd led. "Badge number, please? Which court signed this?" Chet sweated bullets. Lorraine jumped in, mask cracking. Quit stalling, these types always twist words to dodge rules. The crowd of nosy neighbors murmured. Then she hit 911 on speaker. Help? Violent man threatening a deputy during eviction. The operator's reply? Gold. Ma'am, no deputies assigned there. Clarify. Lorraine froze. Chet bolted back. Sirens wailed for real this time. She crowed. Finally, proper enforcement. But when the cruiser pulled up and my son, Deputy Chief Alex, stepped out, eyeing the farce, he turned to me. Dad, what's going on? The word dad detonated like a bomb. Lorraine's face crumpled, denial, rage, the works. But people like him don't have kin in uniform. This is a setup. Her veneer shattered, spewing venom. They always band together, scheming against real folks. Neighbors filmed it all. Jaws dropped as Alex cuffed her for fraud, impersonation, false reports, felonies stacking like dominoes. Chet spilled immediately. She hired me, said he'd fold easy. Lorraine's meltdown went nuclear. They're invading, ruining what we've built. Handcuffed and ranting, she became instant infamy as videos exploded online, sparking fury over hidden bigotry in suburbia. The fallout? Lorraine got 6 months, out early but shattered, license revoked, house sold, shunned. Willow Creek healed quick, apologies flowed, my business boomed, now bilingual and teaching anti-bias workshops nationwide. Alex trained cops on spotting prejudice. Her old place? Bought by a vibrant Mexican-American family, barbecues uniting the block. Values soared 25%, proving diversity wins. But twists kept coming. Maria's sister, Carla Vargas, met Lorraine post-release, revealing she'd once bonded with Maria over those lilacs before learning her ethnic ties. Hypocrisy exposed. Then, Elena's old pal, Nina Gomez, called. Lorraine's daughter, Sophie, died in a crash 5 years ago, engaged to a Latino guy, Raul Mendoza. Lorraine blamed his kind for luring her away, fueling her rage. Grief twisted her, mine built me up. I honored Maria by helping others. She dishonored Sophie with hate. Yet, as I sat in that garden last month, July 2025, tending blooms now cherished by all, a letter arrived. Maria's photo, scribbled, not done yet. Then her call. You ruined me for truth-telling about your sort. But I know a secret about Maria's, and that'll break you. Heart pounding, I wondered. How far would vengeance go? What do you think? Does grief excuse racism? Or is it just a cop-out for deep-seated hate? Should folks like Lorraine get second chances? Or are some bridges burned forever? Drop your hot takes below. Hit like if this got your blood boiling. And subscribe for more real-life dramas that expose the ugly underbelly of suburbia. What's the wildest neighbor feud you've seen? Spill it.